how to be me. And I do it well. And I work on it daily. And I believe that that's what we all need to become experts in, is being ourselves. And I know you tell that to your students. I know you tell that to your administration. You tell that to the parents. That you have to trust yourself. See, even though we all have different conditions, there is some good news. And that is, we all share two things in common. All human beings. I've been to 6 countries now, 47 states. I've been in all the different areas, and I've noticed every human being shares these two things in common. I'll show you the first one first. I'll do it with you in an activity. Raise your hands if you've ever been happy. You don't have to be happy right now. Okay? Raise your hands if you've ever been sad. Okay? Raise your hands if you think you're sexy. Oh my goodness, we got some work to do here. Why did I catch some people looking around for approval on that one? It's kind of like, am I sexy? I don't know, am I? We all share one thing in common there, and that is we all have the same set of emotions to choose from each day. Emotions are what bring us together. Emotions are what make us fall in love. It makes us feel that we want to buy something, feel that we want to leave a relationship, start a relationship, end a career, start a career. It's all based on emotions. And a lot of speakers that I've seen in my 12 years of being up on platforms, they spend a lot of time on communication skills. And I think communication is amazing. We have to be able to communicate our point. The communication is only an exchange of information. It leaves us wanting more. That's why we as counselors, we as people in our community, in our family, we have to be more than just a communicator to them. We have to be connectors. We have to connect with people. So what's the difference, Sean? Well, connection is an exchange, not of information, but it's an exchange of humanity. It's about actually looking into somebody's eyes and realizing that on the inside they are going through the same experience of feelings that you are. They may have a different condition, but they have the same set of emotions. And we have to remember that when we're working with individuals. Second thing that we share, it's the greatest force that holds us back. It's a force that if I could help rid it from the world, this planet would be a better place. It's the one force that keeps people from enjoying their life. It's the one force that causes us not to go after our dreams. It's the one force that causes people to do some of the most horrific things to their life and their body. And it's the size of their butts. Now, you might be looking around saying, he did not just say that. I'm talking about the B-U-T, right? I would exercise and eat right, but, Sean, there's no time. Sean, I would love my job, but you haven't seen my salary. Sean, I would love working with kids, but they just don't listen to me. Sean, I really enjoy my life, but you haven't met my husband. I mean, everybody has some form of a butt that they could sit back on in their life. Everyone has one. We have butt fears, but what if I fail? The butt excuses, but there's not enough. And the butt insecurities, but what if I'm not good enough? We have to work as leaders at getting off of our butts. And there's only one way to get up off your butt. What do we have to do to get off our butts? Yell it out. Stand up. We have to take a stand. And standing is the act of getting off your butt and supporting yourself in a position of strength. I see so many people. As a psychotherapist, I have an office in Chicago, and people come in and they show me their butts all day. And they're proud of their butts. They bring it in with joy. Oh, look at my butt. My butt, Sean, it's so cushy. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a realistic speaker. I'm here to tell you, I know sitting on your butt is fun. Oh, it gets you out of a lot of work, right? Somebody comes up and they say, oh, can you do this for me? I'd love to, but I'd really like to do that, but, right? Well, what happens when you sit back on your butt? It's so much fun. You just lean back and you can relax. But eventually you begin to atrophy and you become weaker. And the duplicity of your life is, it's not that you can't see your goals, your dreams anymore. No, they're still visible to you. You just don't have the strength to get up off of your butt to go get it if you stay there too long. So you see those promotions go by. You see those opportunities. You see the person that you'd like to be with, and you think, oh, they wouldn't like me. But they wouldn't find me attractive. I don't want you living your life on your butt. You have more to offer this world than showing people the size of your butt. You deserve to take a stand. And when you stand in life, it serves as a powerful example to all those you interact with. You can tell them all your 7 keys or your 5 philosophies to helping people, but if you don't take a stand in your life, nothing is going to be as powerful. So what does standing look like? Well, it obviously doesn't take physical strength. It takes emotional strength, internal strength. And today I want to give you some standing lessons, things that you can do to get up off of your butt and go after what you deserve. Activities that you can do to help your students get up off of their butts. Remember, it's not that the person's bad because they're sitting on their butt. No, we all have the potential to do it. That's why we have to encourage people. Sometimes it's something as simple as, today I'm going to take a stand for my health. I'm going to go for a walk and then have a donut, right? It could be, today I'm going to take a stand for my children. I'm not going to watch this TV show. I'm going to sit down and play a card game with them. And I'm going to take a stand for myself. And I'm going to speak up to the person at my school who's really out of line and tell them that that's not a behavior that's acceptable. We have to take a stand for ourselves. It's the greatest thing we can do. So the first standing lesson, the very first standing lesson I want to share with you is you have to love your bully. Write it down if you have paper. Love your bully. And we see this in the school systems. People, especially a few years ago and right now with the tragedies that are going on, there's such fear in our schools and our universities of that bully mentality and what it can turn into. Well, I know how to rid that out of our world. It's not metal detectors. It's not locked doors. It's not cameras. It's creating an environment of love. It's creating an environment where people can express themselves without violence and anger. So loving your bully, what does that have to do with standing? Well, I learned the power of loving my bully when I was in college. In college, I took a child psychology course. And one of the activities is I had to work with a group of about 60 elementary students between the ages of kindergarten and 6th grade. And every day I left the campus, showed up at this grade school at a before and after school program. And we were in the gymnasium every day, and it was my job to entertain them for an hour and to teach them valuable lessons. And I remember I was in the middle of the basketball court, and I had them in a semicircle around me. And I was teaching them valuable lessons about loving yourself and being good to your neighbor. And as I'm sharing this, out of nowhere, something comes flying at my head and hits me on the side of the temple. I realized it was a shoe. Now, shoes from Chicago do not fly, okay? So I'm thinking, where is this shoeless child? And I'm looking around the room. Finally, I find him over here. I call him Shoeless Joe, right? He is laughing up a storm. He thinks he's hilarious. Now, you work with kids. Do you think the 59 other students remained calm, sat there crisscross applesauce, and thought to themselves, oh, Sean, that child has lost his way. And it is up to you to correct his behavior and to tell him he's not making good choices. No! They decided to use that as an example to go crazy, like a pinball in a machine. They're running around laughing too. I'm thinking, oh my goodness,